I'm Jazmin. I'm from New Jersey. I am the director of videography, and I'm a cinema and television arts and comm design double major. So I first learned about the Edge, I want to say 2 years ago, because there was an open position for assistant video editor, and I love editing videos and being super creative, so I was like, oh, like why not? Like the Edge is like a perfect outlet for like creative, so I'm like, why don't I just apply? My favorite part about working for the Edge is definitely working with so many different creative people in different fields. Like we have so many different topics that we cover, whether it's travel, lifestyle, beauty, just like everything, and we have just such diverse content, which I love. So it's so easy for me just to like pair up with a writer and like try to get video ideas or just different things that we can like make more creative and like just bring out of like print. So my inspiration for the recent teaser video was, since our issue is the uncomfortable edition, normally when we make like our promo videos and stuff, it's normally just like, oh, like we're back, like the Edge, like beauty, lifestyle, wellness, but I was very just like, how can we make this different? How can we make this more uncomfortable, more different than like what we're used to? So for my inspiration, I just found like a very like instrumental version to a song that had like super deep bass, and I'm like, this is so different than anything we're used to doing. So I was like, not that it's like an uncomfortable song, but like the vibe that it gives you is kind of uncomfortable, which I thought was perfect to go along with the issue. And also just like the overall like aesthetic of the video, like we're all wearing all black and like have our masks on, and again, like obviously masks are like the new norm, but again, it's something that's uncomfortable. So just seeing a bunch of people like standing around together like in all black wearing masks kind of gives you that like uneasy feeling, kind of like what's happening. So that was kind of my inspiration for the video, was just how can I incorporate everything that's going on with the theme of our new issue, and that's kind of how I brought it all together. So at first it was a little difficult because this year is our first year where we have an actual video team. So I was lucky when I was promoted to director of videography that I was able to have a team this year with me, not just an editor assistant like assisting me. So I wanted to make sure that everyone was getting equal chance of like showing off their work and everything. So I found a perfect location for us, which was like off campus, like a good space where we can all like be spread out, distant, not all clumped on top of each other, like everything like that. And basically what we just did was we split everyone up into groups, and we all just like took our groups aside, just filmed like detailed shots, like up close, group shots, like whatever, just anything like creative that we thought. And I basically just told like all my team, just get creative with it, have so much fun with it, like this is our video, like this is what we want. So on the day it really wasn't that bad because I feel like we went into it very prepared, but definitely beforehand I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh no, how's this gonna come out? But I'm happy with the way it came out. My favorite part was definitely putting it all together. So this kind of goes hand in hand with like what my least favorite part was, because there was like one night I had like a huge epiphany, and like I remember just like texting Eliza the next morning being like, I know exactly what I want our video to do. It's gonna be this, it's gonna look like this is everything. And so my like the least favorite part of it was putting it together, even though that was like the favorite part, was because I was just so nervous that it wasn't gonna turn out the way that I was visioning it, because that made me super stressed out, because I was just like, I have this great idea put together, and I was like, if I can't execute this, like I'm gonna be so upset. But that's also was my favorite part, was playing around with it and like working with the music, and then like getting that like VHS effect on it, and just getting all of like the glitches and everything, which was like super fun to work with, because it's like I normally don't do that with like my classes and stuff. So it was like super fun just being able to be super creative with it and just like seeing like my vision like come to life. I think the most important part of telling our story is that we all come from different backgrounds. We're all so different, and on the outside it may just seem like we're another one of those like college lifestyle magazines, but if you really take a deeper look into every member who writes, all of our articles, like what goes on behind the scenes, like in the meetings and the pitches, and like everyone just has so many different outlooks on so many different things, that I really think that we truly come up with such diverse content, because like we have in like our mission, like we're not here to break news, we're here to just give you a different outlook on things that like you may already know. And I just think it's amazing how creative our entire team is when it comes to just like how they tell stories, and like even like with the creative team and like photo team and my team, just like how they want to go about approaching different things. Like, we're not trying to be people we're not. Like, we're not trying to copy and be just like another, like, I don't know, like Vogue or Cosmo. Like, we want to be like, we're the edge. We want to be like our own thing. And so I just think it's just amazing that like everything is just so diverse, and just like hearing the different story pitches, and like they're not just like the simple basic things that like you would assume that we are. So I really just think that the best part is if you look really like look deep into like who we are and like what we're about, like everything is just